I'm Simon Quicke. I'm editor of MicroScope magazine, the channel publication that is the sister publication of Computer Weekly. Well, I think over my decades reporting on the channel, I have seen it declared dead numerous times. So it was declared dead because of cloud. It was declared, that was just general cloud, then it was sort of declared dead again because of the hyperscalers. The reality is that yes, it's changed, and the great thing about the channel in many ways is it just continues to evolve. It never stops still, which is why, and I'm sure the people at Spark feel the same, when you look back at these anniversaries, 25 years, MicroScope had its 40th a couple of years ago. In a way, it's not the same story because it's, I mean, what are we talking about right now? We're talking about AI, we're talking about, you know, that impact and the potential for customers, but in 18 months, a year, it'll be something different. Every year has its theme. So really the channel only started in the early 80s. I mean, we can, I don't want to get into the arguments about who was first, West Coast, Northumbria, etc., but the channel really began with the IBM channel. And so we are dealing with an industry that's still fairly immature, but I think what's happened is that, and it predates me, but there were periods when you could get 30% plus margins, you know, the time when it was really good. And then I've watched it get to a stage where most disties are working on one, if they're lucky, 1.5% margin. So it's had to become slicker, more efficient, more professional. Yes, it was quite a white male-dominated industry 3 decades ago, and we have had, well, the industry has had to appeal to a more diverse staffing base, and it's for the sake of not just its future, but to bring in ideas, fresh talent. So I think the channel is much more professional now, and I think as a result, in a way, it's, yes, you don't get quite the stories you used to get. I think the other big trend over those years has been this gradual move, aided by technology, the growth of broadband and the ability to remotely manage people, but the growth of the managed service, that's really where we are. And so, yeah, but it's a much, I think it's a much better place in the sense that the arguments about its future have largely become irrelevant. If you look at like the market value of these companies, the big disties, the big, you know, European resellers, it's huge. So I think that's been parked, and that's been good. We can just get on now and talk about the fact that they serve a really, really valuable purpose.